I've often said how you can't really copyright a chord progression. You can really just copyright a melody, and that's what makes a song. But that's not always the case, and this is a perfect example of it. Strawberry Fields Forever, written by John Lennon, recorded by the Beatles. This is one of the most unique chord progressions and arrangements in pop music history. And there's no possible way someone could use this sequence and put a different melody over it and get away with it. It's just that unique. Let's take a look at it today. First of all, there are some odd time signatures in the song, but let's discuss the harmony first. So we're starting on an F chord, A minor over E, F over E flat, G minor, kind of D over F sharp, G minor, F, E flat, B flat. Let's hear it all together. Okay, and that sets us up. So you think, all right, we're in the key of B flat now. We got there from the 5 chord. We did this chromatic thing. You know, we went to 6, went to like 3, you know, back to 6, 5, 4, 1. Okay, I that all makes sense. But then as soon as vocals come in, what's the next harmonic change? 5 minor, F minor, right? So are we in the key of B flat? We were, but not anymore. Now this one, G major from F minor. And in the vocal melody, it's also got an A flat in there. And it makes it a G, you kind of think of it as a G7 flat 9. So that's a dissonant chord. Right. And usually that kind of chord would go. But we don't get that. So we're going from F minor, got the G, and now an E flat, so we're on the 4 chord, but then right back to G. So you're getting that 6 major chord, G. And you know, we started with G minor in the intro, but now we're hanging out on G major. And that's a real interesting chord choice. You know, it's like he sort of discovered that, and it really opens the song up to like this, it's, you know, Strawberry Fields Forever. It's like this ray of sunshine that comes in unexpectedly or something, you know. It's like it's a weird place, but it's a happy place kind of thing, right? Because it's not a minor chord, it's a major chord. So from the F minor. 4, 1, right? And that's it. I mean, when it goes to the verse, we're back to like the intro. E flat, now E flat, F, we do this move, B flat, F over A, G minor, F, E flat, F, B flat, D flat. So that sequence there, we're just going from 4, 5, and then like 1, 5, 6, 5, 4, 5, 4, 1 in the key of B flat. And that part, so that's much more common, it's more diatonic, but we still get there from this intro thing. I love that. G minor over F, E flat, and then we get into that diatonic thing. So let's count out that chorus section now, starting on the F minor. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, okay, in the midst of all of this, right? I mean, the tune itself is an amazing composition, but the arrangement that they came up with is just equally as incredible. And I mean, there's so many things going on with the strings, the brass. You know, the string bass is playing such a important role in melody. I mean, when do you ever hear that in a pop tune? You don't. But you know, one of the things is they really utilized the studio. This is, you know, during a time period where the Beatles, you know, they were no longer touring, and it was all about what they could do with what the studio offered them. And so many interesting things with John Lennon's voice being processed, sped up and slowed down. The music itself speeds up and slows down so many times. There's, you know, again, I recorded this to a click track because I was playing all the instruments, but that's not how the song is. If you snap your fingers to it, you'll see it's all over the place, and that's intentional. That was an intentional thing. There's a great book written by a guy named Jeff Emmerich, who was the engineer for many of the Beatles' famous recording sessions, most of them actually. And you know, he was there on the session, and his book, it's a fascinating read if you're into this kind of thing. And he details a lot about how the recording of the song went about and the little bits and pieces of ideas that they had for it and so on. And really, I mean, it was a groundbreaking performance of a groundbreaking song. What more could you ask for, right? Well, I hope you enjoyed that breakdown. If you did, please consider subscribing to my channel for more videos like this to come. And thank you for watching.